In the yesterday's session, we have started with this operators, and we have already seen the operators, arithmetic operators, right? And increment, decrement operators. So we are continuing with the next operators, assignment operators. These are equal to, plus equal to, minus equal to, multiplication equal to, division equal to, modulus equal to, left shift equal to, right shift equal to, and equal to, or equal to, and XOR equal to. Okay? Sorry, not equal to. So we will see these, not all, but few from the same assignment operators in one program. So for that, we will create another class. Class name I am giving as operator. Include the main method. Okay. So default is equal to sign, right? Equal to is used to whatever the RHS value we are want to store. RHS, that is right hand side value, we are assigning to the LHS part, right? That is nothing but left hand side. Okay. Mostly whatever the left hand side variable is, we are assigning some value to the right hand side. So whatever it is, it can be variables, it can be value, but most of the time we use the assignment operator. LHS will be variable name itself. Okay. So basic assignment sign is equal to sign. Okay. So here we are creating one variable, a is equals to 10. This is nothing but the first assignment operator, that is equal to. So if you want to use the next assignment operator, that is plus equal to. So if we want to use a variable to store the added value, that is a plus 10, that means what it will do, it will use the a values, whatever it is, that is 10 in our case. So it will calculate the 10 plus 10 value, that is 10 plus 10, and it will store this calculated value again into the variable a, that is 20. Okay. So here this value from the LHS and RHS are same. Okay. Variable names are same. In this case, you can use the shorthand operators. इसको हम shorthand operator भी बोलते हैं. Okay. So shorthand operator to perform the same thing. So you have to use a plus equal to, and whatever the value you want to add, that is I am here adding 50. Operators to add, multiply, divide, subtract, anything, whatever you want. ठीक है. तो ये सारे शॉर्ट हैंड ऑपरेटर्स है. ऑल दीज आर शॉर्ट हैंड ऑपरेटर. यहाँ पे मैंने एक ही यहाँ पे बताया, दैट इज प्लस इक्वल टू, माइनस इक्वल टू है, वैल्यू ऑफ ए में यहाँ पे दिखाती हूँ, प्लस ए. Okay. So here we will get the value 20. Similarly, after adding 50 in using the shorthand operator, you can see the value 20 plus 50, that should be 70. So we'll execute this using Java application. So you can see the value of A is 70. Okay. Similarly, you can use the shorthand operators, A minus equal to 20. If I am doing this, and then the value of A will be whatever the value is, that is 70 minus 20. Okay. So A will have the value, that is 50. ठीक है. तो ये कैलकुलेशन कैसे होगा, that it is calculating based on this A minus A minus 20 will be saved here into A variable. Okay. A variable, that will be the left hand side variable value, and the calculation part is at the right hand side. ठीक है. तो ऐसे ही आप बाकी के ऐड कर सकते हो, that is multiplication equal to, this is homework for you, multiplication equal to, division equal to. Similar रहेगा. I will show you the modulus equal to. A mod equals to 2. Okay. So current value a variable value is 50. So it will use 50 modulus 2. So whatever the remainder will be, that is again stored here into a variable. So it is calculated as this part, a is equals to a mod 2. So after modulus, we will check the value of a. It should be 0, right? Because the remainder is 0. If you are going to do the division part, you can do that also. Here, calculation you can do in this way also. Shorthand operators you can use in this way. A divided equal to 2. Okay. So I am calculating this value of a here and I am displaying immediately. You can see the value of a is 25. So current a has 25 value, and again here the value will get changed because we have performed one more operation. So that's why a variable has 25 value right now at this point, and then we are performing modulus operator or modulus operation on this 25 value. Okay. So all these are assignment operators. जहाँ पे equal to is assignment operator, plus equal to, minus equal to, multiplication equal to, division equal to. आपको multiplication करना है तो multiplication भी आप कर सकते हो. You can simply use multiplication equal to sign. So it will get calculated. Okay, so the value of a is 100. Then after division will be 50, and after remainder will be 0. ठीक है. इसके बाद शिफ्ट ऑपरेटर्स के साथ भी आप इसको यूज कर सकते हो, जैसे राइट शिफ्ट इक्वल टू, लेफ्ट शिफ्ट इक्वल टू, एंड इक्वल टू, बिटवाइज ऑपरेटर्स के साथ भी यूज कर सकते हो, बट दैट वी विल सी लेटर. नेक्स्ट इज द रिलेशनल ऑपरेटर्स, which shows you some relationship between variables or any numbers, etc. So the relational operators are less than, equal to, greater than, equal to, equal to. We check this for equality, and not equal to. All these are relational operators. We are going to see the relational operators in the control statements. Okay. And also logical operators. There are 3 types of logical operators: and, or, and not. These are the symbols, and ampersand इसको बोलते हैं. तो ampersand sign we use double ampersand sign for and, double line sign for or, and exclamation is used for not. Bitwise operators are and, single ampersand sign is used as and. These bitwise operators mostly perform operations on bits. That means the number जो बिट्स में कन्वर्टेड होता है उसके ऊपर काम करने के लिए ऑपरेशन आपको परफॉर्म करना है, तो आप इस बिटवाइज ऑपरेटर्स को यूज कर सकते हो. वी हैव ऑलरेडी सीन द वंस कॉम्प्लीमेंट. ठीक है, वंस कॉम्प्लीमेंट क्या होता है हमने पढ़ा है. सो दीज आर साइंस फॉर एंड, और, XOR, वंस कॉम्प्लीमेंट. वंस कॉम्प्लीमेंट के लिए टिल्ड ऑपरेटर हम यूज करते हैं. एंड राइट शिफ्ट, लेफ्ट शिफ्ट आर दी ऑपरेटर्स, बिटवाइज ऑपरेटर्स. ठीक है, बिटवाइज ऑपरेटर्स का प्रोग्राम हम करेंगे. देन वी विल गो फॉर दिस रिलेशनल ऑपरेटर्स. ठीक है, बिकॉज रिलेशनल ऑपरेटर्स एंड लॉजिकल ऑपरेटर्स को समझने के लिए, परफॉर्म करने के लिए, यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड फर्स्ट इफ स्टेटमेंट्स, देन लूप्स एक्सेट्रा. ठीक है, तो हम पहले बिटवाइज ऑपरेटर्स कर लेंगे, उसके बाद नेक्स्ट में रिलेशनल ऑपरेटर्स, लॉजिकल ऑपरेटर्स करेंगे. ठीक है, सो फॉर this bitwise operators, I am creating one class. Bitwise operators include the main method. Okay. So first we will create 2 variables. Integer a is equals to 10 and integer b is equals to 20. Okay. 2 of integer type variables I have created. We will first display the bits representation of this system.out.println. तो यहाँ पे मुझे a वेरिएबल की वैल्यू दिखानी है और उसका बिट रिप्रेजेंटेशन दिखाना है. So bits representation you can display using integer dot. We have already seen this. To binary string, right? So here you have to pass the variable a. So it will display the a variable value into bit format. ठीक है, bits में दिखाएगा 0-1 format में. Similarly, bits representation of b variable we will display here b, and I am passing the value b. Okay, 10. Here the value is 1010 and 10100. This is the representation for 20 and this is the representation for 10. Now we are going to perform the AND and OR operations. So before going for the AND and OR operations, you need to understand there is a truth table we use. So सबसे पहले तो हम ones complement देखेंगे, that is simpler one. Okay. So for ones complement I am using integer 1 करके यूज करती हूँ मैं. ठीक है. We are going to use the tilde sign. I want to do the ones complement. I want to calculate the ones complement for a variable. We will display bits representation of one variable. ठीक है. First one variable में क्या store हुआ है? Bits representation for ones complement. Of 1, and we are going to see the bits representation for one variable here. You can do this for b variable also. So you can see the complete values are changed. ठीक है. ये पूरा आपके डिपेंडेंट सिस्टम के ऊपर रहता है. Is it your system is of 32 bits or 64 bits? ठीक है. So here you will get the output based on those bits. So if those all are 0, you will not be able to see those here, but those are inversed in ones complement. That is why we are able to see all these ones here. Actually, you need to check these last 4 digits. Okay. For 1, it is converted to 0. For 0, it is inversed with 1. And for 1, 0. These 4 you need to check. So actual में आपका ones complement for 10 is -11. Similarly, you can check this for b variable also. Ones complement of b variable. We will display the b. If you want to check here directly the complement value, you can add it here. Okay. And same, you need to, if you are using this, you cannot use that directly here, because again आपको यहाँ पे अगर आपने ये same यहाँ पे यूज किया तो वो भी आपको अगेन कन्वर्ट करेगा कॉम्प्लीमेंट में. ठीक है. फिर भी मैं दिखाती हूँ. So you can check these last 5 digits. Okay. Now, so 0, 1 is inverse with 0, 0 is inverse with 1, again 1 is inverse with 0, and last 2 zeros are inverse with 1. ठीक है. तो this is ones complement for 20. The value is -21. Correct. So this is the bitwise operator. First bitwise operator we are saying here is ones complement. Using tilde sign. इसको हम tilde बोलते हैं. Okay. Then next we are going to say is and. And we use ampersand sign for and. यस है, पूछना है कुछ? Binary string. Okay. So two binary string is a method of string class. Okay. Two binary string is a method of integer class. Sorry. It returns the string representation basically. Okay. This is used to get the value in bits. Sorry. So it basically returns string representation. Okay, string representation of what? So it always convert whatever the integer or integer value you are passing to this as a parameter. It converts it into the bits in the 0 1 format. ठीक है, क्योंकि सिस्टम को सिर्फ बिट्स ही समझ में आता है, राइट? सो उसी के हिसाब से यहाँ पे आपको पूरा रिप्रेजेंटेशन बिट्स में दिखने के लिए, क्योंकि ऑल दीज आर bitwise operators, it always works on bits. That's why we are first seeing what is the bits representation and all these operators. ठीक है, clear? Any more doubts, anyone? Data is in string. Data is in string. See here, this is the integer classes two binary string method in implementation. Okay. So if the two binary string only takes integer as the input. Okay. So if you want to uh, pass the string, you cannot see the binary data for the string. Okay. Because all these are numbers, the hexadecimal number systems, octal, decimal, and binary. All these are number systems. We have already seen that also, right? So these are all number systems. That's why we cannot pass the string data to this. We have to pass the integer data to it. If your data, if you are creating variable of string type and that contains data which is integer value, integer, and then you can pass that to binary string method. But how to do that, that we will see later. Okay. So and. So first of all these and or XOR, all these bitwise operators has two truth tables. Okay. So what is exactly the truth table? So truth table means if we perform this AND operation on the bits, what will be the output? These are mostly preferred, these are used mostly while you are performing operation on assembly languages. ठीक है, assembly languages में ये generally use किया जाता है, वैसे ही हम यहाँ पे अभी देखेंगे. So AND के लिए अगर आप use करते हो तो truth table ऐसे होता है. If A, you have A variable value and B variable value, right? And you are performing A ampersand B, that means AND operation. So if your value for A is 0 bit, ठीक है, B के लिए आपका 0 है, then AND operation will be again 0. Okay, if we are performing AND, then the value will be 0. If the A has 0, B has 1, then your value will be 0 itself. ठीक है? Then if A variable value is 1 bit, ठीक है, and B variable has 0, then again it is 0. If the value is 1, then we are getting 1 as the output. So basically, for different values, we are getting 0 as the output. Only for both operands has the value 1, bit is 1, then we are getting 1 as the output. ठीक है, तो AND में हमेशा ऐसे ही होता है जहां पे आप 0 0 0 0 1 होता है. ठीक है, तो अगर 0 0 0 रहेगा, 0 1 1 होता है, सॉरी 0 1 0 रहेगा, सिर्फ 1 1 बिट्स है तो आपका 1 रहेगा. तो इसको हमें अगर कैलकुलेट करना है तो आप यहाँ पे देख सकते हो. So if we are performing AND operation on this 10 and 20 value, so you can check last 4 digits you have to check. ठीक है, 0 0 0 आएगा, 1 0 0 आएगा, 0 1 0 आएगा, 1 0 again 0 आएगा. ठीक है, so we will display that directly. Integer AND करके मैं यूज करती हूँ. We are using A and B, and we will display the representation here, bits representation of AND. A and B. ठीक है, अगर आपको यहाँ पे दोनों वेरिएबल्स देखने हैं तो आप दोनों के लिए कर सकते हो. So, A वेरिएबल की वैल्यू में दिखाती हूँ, प्लस इक्वल टू थोड़ा स्पेस देके यहाँ पे मैं एम्परसेंड साइन देती हूँ, एंड इसके बाद अगेन आई विल अपेंड B वेरिएबल वैल्यू. ठीक है, सो दैट आपको समझ में आएगा कि वैल्यू कैसे है. इक्वल टू हमें इंटीजर डॉट टू बाइनरी स्ट्रिंग करना है कन्वर्ट. इसको भी अगर आप हमने यहाँ किया है तो जरूरत नहीं है. सो वी विल डायरेक्टली यूज एंड वेरिएबल हियर. ठीक है, एंड वी विल ऐड we will add here and variable also. ठीक है, so that आपको and variable का भी रिप्रेजेंटेशन देखने को मिले. We'll execute this. So as I said, it is 0 because 10 का रिप्रेजेंटेशन this and 20 का ये है. लास्ट 4 डिजिट को अगर आप काउंट करते जाओगे तो आपको 0 मिलेगा एज आउटपुट. सो एंड वेरिएबल का वैल्यू एंड का 0 है, एंड दैट इज व्हाई बाइनरी स्ट्रिंग इज आल्सो 0. क्लियर? सिमिलरली वी विल सी और ऑपरेटर और ऑपरेटर. और ऑपरेटर हम यूज करते हैं लाइन. सो और ऑपरेटर के लिए भी ट्रुथ टेबल रहेगा. ओनली द डिफरेंस फॉर द और ऑपरेटर इज एंड मीन्स बेसिकली यूज व्हेन यू हैव two conditions are satisfying. One is nothing but true. ठीक है, if the first output is true, second output is true, then we are getting true as the output. Understand this? Because we need these and operators. Logical operators are also same. That's why bitwise अगर आपको समझ में आया तो logically easily समझ में आ सकता है. So here, if both outputs are true, then we are getting true as the output. Okay. In OR, either or. That means you have to use it will be 0 if 0 1. Either one operand is giving true as the output, this will give you true output. Okay, 1 1 is 1 0 will be again 1, and last one is also 1. Okay, if both are satisfying, still you will get the true as the output, that is 1. So or operator जब हम use करते हैं, so you will get if for first only, if both are 0, both are false, then only we will get the false as the output. If any one of it is true, then we will get the true as the output. ठीक है, so same हम करेंगे यहाँ पे भी for or. Sign will change to or. Bitwise representation for or, A or B. Here we will display the or value, and here integer dot to binary string also we will display the binary string for or. Run as Java application. Okay, so you can see here, यहाँ पे देखो 0 0 will give you 0, 1 0 will give you 1, 0 1 will give you 1, 1 0 will give you 1, and this will be carried forward as it is 1. Okay, so this is your value. That is nothing but if you are or you are performing or operation on 10 and 20 value, you are getting the value as 30. Okay, see, difference between logical operator and bitwise operator is logical operators we mostly use those while checking the conditions. Okay, logical operators are used widely, and bitwise operators, if you want to perform these, but more से use करते हैं because logical operators we use for condition checking. Okay, when you want to check multiple conditions, that when we will see in the next part. Okay, logical operators हम पढ़ने वाले हैं next part में, तब आपको समझ में आएगा. So logical operators are used to combine multiple conditions. Bitwise operators are mostly performed on variables itself. We are most of the time we perform bitwise operators जब आपको bits के related कुछ operations perform करने की जरूरत है, तभी आप bitwise operators use करोगे. Okay, so these are two truth tables for and or operator. Now we will see the next operator. Ones complement तो हमने already देख लिया है. Next is XOR operator. XOR operator. XOR operator we use for XOR the sign. Okay, truth table for XOR. So truth table for XOR is if we are getting 0 0 as the input or false false is the condition, then we are getting 0 itself. If 0 and 1, that means 1 is true, then we will get the true as output. 1 is true, that is 1 and 0, then we will get true as the output. If both bits are same, that means if both bits are 0, if both bits are 1, then we are going to get the output as false itself. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे सिर्फ और सिर्फ alternate है, either 0 or 1 है, तो ही आपको true output मिल सकता है, that is 1 bit मिलेगा. We can perform the XOR on the same variables, only we will change the sign, XOR sign. And here also we will change XOR A XOR B. And we will display that into binary string also. Let's execute. So we are getting same as the output as OR. ठीक है, क्योंकि यहाँ पे भी सेम है, सेम बिट्स नहीं है एट एनी पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम, सिर्फ 0 के लिए ही सेम बिट है, 1 के लिए कोई सेम बिट नहीं है। दैट्स व्हाई वी आर गेटिंग द सेम वैल्यू फॉर और एंड एक्सऑर। क्लियर? So, and or XOR, once complement we have already seen. Now we will see the shift operators. There are two types of shift operators, left shift and right shift. So what is shift operators? They actually shifts your bits. Okay, whatever the value you are given or stored here, and we are displaying the bits representation of that, right? So if you want to shift the bits by any particular number, we will use these shift operators. So first is left shift. लेफ्ट शिफ्ट इज लेफ्टिश ऑपरेटर है आपका लेस देन साइन, ठीक है, 2 टाइम्स लेस देन साइन, एंड राइट के लिए हम ग्रेटर देन साइन यूज करते हैं, राइट शिफ्ट ऑपरेटर। सो लेफ्ट शिफ्ट ऑपरेटर, आई एम गोइंग टू सेव एल शिफ्ट इज इक्वल्स टू ए वेरिएबल को मुझे शिफ्ट करना है, लेफ्ट हैंड साइड को शिफ्ट करना है बाय 2 बिट्स, ठीक है। सो इट विल एड extra 0 bits at the end. We are shifting to the left. Okay. So whatever the value for this 10 is, आपका representation है 10 का, यहाँ पे हमने देखा that is 1010, right? So इसको हम as it is लेंगे, यहाँ पे it is shifting by 2 bits to the left hand side. So these 2 bits will fade it and it will add 2 more bits, so you will get the value as 1000, ठीक है। ऐसे आपको आना चाहिए, लास्ट में आपके लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे ये फर्स्ट 2 बिट्स है वो निकल जाएंगे एंड उसकी जगह पे 2 बिट्स ऐड हो जाएंगे, दैट विल बी 0। विल चेक वेदर आवर पार्ट इज करेक्ट और नॉट। लेफ्ट शिफ्ट ऑफ ए shift by 2 digits. I am shifting 2 bits basically. Okay, I am shifting by 2 bits. Shift 2. I don't want this. I will remove this part. Equal to L shift variable value. ठीक है, इक्वल टू एल शिफ्ट वेरिएबल वैल्यू, एंड उसके बाद मुझे रिप्रेजेंटेशन दिखाना है एल शिफ्ट का। Run as Java application. You can see the as it is word है, ठीक है, हमारा 32 बिट्स टू 64 बिट्स का नंबर रहेगा, दैट्स वाई वो आगे शिफ्ट हो जाएंगे एंड एट एंड इट इज अपेंडिंग दिस 2, ठीक है, ये आपके नेक्स्ट बिट्स नेक्स्ट इस पे शिफ्ट हो जाता है पॉइंट पे, ठीक है। सो दिस नंबर इज रिप्रेजेंटिंग 40, so you when you are left shift 10 with 2 bits, it gives you the value 40 like this, ठीक है। Similarly, we can shift in bits in right side, right shift, that is R shift. Here we will change the, I will perform this on B variable, ठीक है। So B variable का 20 है वैल्यू, B variable का रिप्रेजेंटेशन ये है 10100, okay। We will perform right shift operation by 2 bits on this number, okay। तो यहाँ पे वो नंबर एज इट इज रहेगा। So we are shifting it by 2 bits to the right side. So it will add first 2 zeros, then this number will be carry forwarded as it is, ठीक है। शिफ्ट हो रहा है, it is shifting the bits only. So if you are shifting it, it will change the value, ठीक है। जब आप शिफ्ट करते हो तो वो वैल्यू चेंज करता है, चेंज हो जाता है, क्योंकि बिट रिप्रेजेंटेशन के हिसाब से आपका वैल्यू अलग रहेगा, राइट। सो जिस नंबर का वैल्यू है वो आपको यहाँ पे देखने को मिलेगा, इट विल डिस्प्ले ओनली वट एवर द बिट रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ दैट नंबर, जिसका है बिट रिप्रेजेंटेशन है उसी को डेसिमल नंबर को दिखाएगा। द वैल्यू इज 101। ठीक है, ये इतना ही आया है, ये जीरो भी निकल गए नेक्स्ट, सॉरी, राइट शिफ्ट के बाद। एंड प्रेजेंट परफॉर्मिंग 20 पे एनी शिफ्ट एनी नंबर्स। ठीक है, जो भी आपके इसमें बिट्स है वो शिफ्ट हो जाएंगे ना। अभी रिप्रेजेंटेशन ये है, तो वो सिर्फ आपका राइट शिफ्ट ये जो दो है वो निकल जाएंगे। ठीक है, ये तो 0 0 एज इट इज रहेंगे, जो राइट वाले शिफ्ट 0 0 है वो निकल जाएंगे। इफ योर वैल्यू इज डिफरेंट, इफ इट हैज 1 1 वैल्यू हियर, देन दोज विल गेट शिफ्टेड। इट इज नॉट कंपल्सरी कि यहाँ पे 0 बिट्स ही होने चाहिए, वॉट एवर द बिट्स आर। ठीक है, जो भी बिट्स है वो आपके शिफ्ट हो जाएंगे टू द नेक्स्ट वैल्यू, टू द नेक्स्ट पोजीशन। राइट शिफ्ट में पोजीशन नहीं होता है बिकॉज इट विल एंड हियर इटसेल्फ। ठीक है, लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में हमारा पोजीशन चेंज होगा क्योंकि उससे पहले वाले बिट्स है। okay, we have a previous bits, that's why in left shift we can shift it and add extra bits here. But for right shift, if that is the last number, right here the last number is last digits are those, that's why those get discarded directly for the right shift and only remaining part is considered as their value. Clear all these bitwise operators? Any doubt? Anyone has any doubt? Okay. हाँ, right shift, yes. Okay. Value of b is 40. 40 is represented in binary like this, क्योंकि हमें लेफ्ट शिफ्ट में 40 वैल्यू आई थी, तो दिस विल बी द रिप्रेजेंटेशन। Assignment questions are theoretical questions. You have to perform, you have to write down the answers, and ma'am will guide you related to the how to upload it. Yes, Jyoti, your question. What is exactly the question is? The 40 is represented like this. I understood. In binary. What is the next question exactly? So how the bit operation will be performed that you are trying to ask? Yes. So if the 40 by bits representation is like this, so these last two digits, that is 2 bits are there, which is 0. Those gets discarded. So number will be 1010. 1010 is again for 10 value. Yes, every number has bits representation because computer only understand bits, na? 0 and 1 format. We cannot say that it will understand this 10, 20 value. These are only for programming purpose, and we use this decimal number system in daily life. But computer doesn't understand this. Okay, so computer always use the bits representation itself. Every number has its bits representation. Only the thing you can say it depends on your operating system. क्योंकि nowadays 32 bits OS is there and 64 bits OS is there, right? So अभी के 64 bits है, पहले वाले 32 bits थी. So it uses 64 bits. If you want to calculate, you can calculate this. Maybe the 64 bits value. Okay, so it depends on the operating system. That's why we say that our system is 32-bit system and 64-bit system, because it uses the number of bits will be those. So आप 64 bits के हिसाब से जितने भी numbers है उतने सारे numbers के लिए bits representation internally होता है. ठीक है, this is the range basically. 64 bits means 64 bits values we can store. 64 bits तक आप representation कर सकते हो. 32 bits है तो 32 bits तक आपका representation हो सकता है. Okay, so every number has the bits representation. कोई भी number हो उसका bits representation रहेगा. But that should be integer क्योंकि bits are in 0 and 1 format. Those don't have the decimal points, right? So,
okay. So suppose if I'm having a number called as hexadecimal value, octal value, decimal value. So each and every data is again getting represented as zeros and ones.
yeah, no, you can say that, but every number we can convert it into hexadecimal, octal, etc. But internally it always uses binary numbers.
Binary. Okay. Fine,
You
fine.
can convert any number into hexadecimal, octal, decimal, and binary. But the system is mostly for used for binary itself. Okay, that is 0 and 1.
Okay. So again, if you are storing the original number, suppose it is a 40, right? So
Yeah.
as if we are shifting it to 2, so 2 zeros will be taken out.
Yes.
So again, the okay. And in case of right shift?
I am saying this about right shift itself. If you are trying to say for the left shift, then the 2 zeros will be added here, okay, at the end of these two numbers, this number. Then again, it will change the value for the binary string. That means your decimal value will be changed.
So left shift also the number is getting changed. Right shift also the number is getting changed.
Yes.
Left shift it is going to add zeros.
Yes.
Right shift it is going to remove the zeros.
Yes. Not only
Okay.
zeros, the whatever the
number. Okay.
bits you are giving here, those bits will be discarded, you can say, or shifted. Right
Okay.
shift is mostly gets discarded because the number is always at the end of the 32 bits or 64 bits. That's why those gets discarded, shifted, and the zeros are added at the left hand side here. Okay.
Okay. Fine.
And for the left hand side, or you can say for left shift, the bits are shifted to the left side. That's why zeros are appended here and they discard from the left side.
Zeros are appended in the right side. So whatever
Yes.
the numbers are there in the left side, they will be removed.
हाँ. Yes. Starting में तो zero ही रहेगा. So that means though zeros from left hand side will get removed or discarded, and those zeros are appended here at the end for the left shift operator. The number of bits you can give anything. It can be 8 bits, 7 bits, 6 bits, 10 bits, anything. Okay. So those bits gets discarded or shifted basically. ठीक है.
ओके जैसे -11 में आपने जो भी नंबर लिखा है 11111 so much big number is there, right?
Yes.
11 less than symbol.
Yes.
Around 10 character or 10 numbers I want to remove it, or 10 shift I want to do it. So
Yes.
that means all these 1111 up to 10 numbers will be removed, right?
Yes, up to 10 gets removed and 10 zeros will be added at the end.
In the right side. Okay, this is your left shift.
Yes.
Sorry, left bitwise. Okay. Yeah.
Left shift operator.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Any other doubts, anyone? So as Ravi asked, logical operators we mostly use for performing the condition-based evaluation. Okay. Bitwise operations, if you are not we mostly use this for binary data manipulation. Okay. Because we are need to pass the integer value itself for bitwise operators. We cannot pass any other type of data here. Okay. So जब आपको इस तरीके से implementation करना है, manipulation करना है, then only we use these bitwise operators. Okay, logical operators we are going to see later. अभी के लिए हम logical operators पढ़ेंगे in the next point. Clear है bitwise operators? Anyone has any doubt? Shall we go ahead? Everyone cleared with this, right? Okay. So next is relational operators. मैंने अभी आपको explain किए हैं. Okay, the assignment operators also have these all bitwise operators. You can add these in your assignment operators part also. Okay, you can use those as a shorthand operators also. Like right shift equal to sorry, this is a left shift, right shift equal to, इसको मैं एक यूज करके दिखाती हूँ आपको. Suppose the value is a वेरिएबल में ही मुझे शिफ्ट करना है. Left shift variable is already declared, that's why we are not able to declare it again. Okay, so now if we are shifting our variable by a, ठीक है, अगर आपको इसको 2 से रिप्रेजेंटेशन चेक करना है तो आप इसको चेक कर सकते हो. आई विल डिस्प्ले द बिट्स रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ दिस, क्योंकि बिटवाइज ऑपरेटर्स को चेक करने के लिए आपको बिट्स रिप्रेजेंटेशन से इजीली समझ में आता है. वैल्यू ऑफ ए इन बिट्स, integer dot to binary string. Okay, variable is a, and after shifting value of a will be like this, and iska bits representation. Again, I will append this integer dot to binary string of a variable, because it is going to save the value again into a variable. यहाँ पे हमने अलग variables use किए. We have used different variables for saving that value, shifted value. Okay, so original is not getting changed here, but in assignment operators, the original variable value gets changed every time. Okay, so current value of a is, here we will say that a variable. Okay, value of a will be 50. a की वैल्यू 50 है, so 50 का बिट रिप्रेजेंटेशन हम देखेंगे, and after shifting it by right hand side, we will left hand side, sorry, because the value is, I will assign a value के लिए दूसरा define करती हूँ, because we have performed the modulus operator, and that's why a variable value is modified and stored. So I am giving the a variable value, changing the value to 50. Okay, so this is the 50 bits. Okay, 50 value in bits representation, and whenever you are shifting it to the left hand side by 2 bits, you can see this gets shifted and 2 zeros are added. This is the representation for 200 value in the decimal format. Okay, so this is left shift value of a after left shift by 2 bits, right? ठीक है, after left shift 2 bits में का left shift करने के बाद आपको 200 as the value you are getting. Clear? So it is changing the value. Similarly, if you perform the right shift operator, now your a is 200. ठीक है, क्योंकि सेम वेरिएबल में वैल्यू स्टोर हो रहा है, दैट मीन्स currently your a variable value is 200, and after right shift by 2 other value, and that gets again stored into the same variable. So you can see यहाँ पे भी मैंने 2 bits से left shift किया था, and we are performing right shift by 2 bits, so we are getting again 50 as the value. You can change it here. Suppose you want to shift it by 7 bits, the value get changed. You can shift by any number. Okay, so once you are itself, ठीक है, आपका सिर्फ 1 मिल रहा है, क्योंकि ये पूरा रिप्रेजेंटेशन है, इसमें से सारे डिस्कार्ड हो जाएंगे, सिर्फ एक ही बचेगा. दैट्स व्हाई 1 इज अगेन यूज फॉर 1 एज द डेसिमल नंबर. ठीक है, 1 का रिप्रेजेंटेशन 1 ही है. क्लियर? So you can shift any value. Similarly, you can perform and equal to, this you need to do. Okay, or equal to, XOR equal to. ये आप शॉर्ट हैंड ऑपरेटर्स आप ट्राई करोगे. क्लियर? Any more doubts? So assignment operators are also known as shorthand operators. So we have completed assignment operators and bitwise operators. Now for relational operators, we need to both understand the concepts, if statements वगैरह, वो आपको समझने के बाद ही आप इसको परफॉर्म कर सकते हो, बिकॉज वी नीड टू check the conditions. ठीक है, we need to find out the relationship between the operators, and for multiple conditions we are going to use these logical operators. So first we will understand the operators precedence. All these are unary operators जो हमने देखा था, pre and post, these are unary operators. Not is also unary operator. Plus minus unary operator means single पे भी आप इसको perform कर सकते हो, single operator सकता है. The precedence will be given to this, will be highest precedence. ठीक है, first इसको execute किया जाता है. Then the multiplication, division and modulus को second precedence है. Second, if everything is in one statement, in one calculation statement, then the precedence will be given like this. ठीक है, so पहले तो unary operator के multiplication, division और modulus में से जो भी होगा that will get executed, the precedence will be given, that is the second. Plus minus के लिए third होता है. Then less than equal to, greater than equal to के लिए fourth precedence दिया जाता है. equal to not equal to के लिए fifth precedence है. Logical and के लिए sixth है. And के बाद आपका logical और execute होता है, that is the seventh, and lowest will be given to the assignment operator. ठीक है, if everything is in one operator, or sorry, in one calculation statement, then we are going to execute in this sequence. आपने school में भी maths में भी use this precedence, right? The highest precedence will be given to the multiplication, division, and then we perform the minus and plus operations, right? Similarly, these are the operators precedence in Java. Clear? So this is the associativity. Plus plus minus minus are always right to left calculation होता है. Plus plus minus minus, plus minus not equal to one's complement. ठीक है, या फिर bitwise operators for bitwise complement, ये सारे जो है we provide the right to left associativity, means it gets executed from right to left. This is for post, and this is sorry, post fix के लिए ये है. Post fix means post increment and post decrement के लिए right to left है. Post pre increment pre decrement के लिए आपका right to left है. Multiplication, division and modulus will always get executed from left to right. Plus minus are always gets executed if addition or string concatenation, whatever left to right. And shift operators, left shift, signed right shift. This is the last unsigned right shift. यहाँ पे sign नहीं रहेगा. ठीक है, 3 right shift operators are there. This is only used for right shift. Okay, left to right. All these are associativity related to the how the operators perform their operations. Clear? Any doubt till here? Okay, so now we will go forward with the next, that is first statement, decision statements, if statement. So if statement always used to check any expression, check any condition. Here for the condition or text expression, we mostly use the relational operators. Okay, so the first if statement is gets executed like this. This is a flowchart for the if statement. Test expression. If the test expression gives two output, either it will be true or false. Okay, if it is false, then the next statements after the body of if gets executed as the sequential execution. If this test expression gives you true as the output, then the body of if gets executed. The syntax is like if is a keyword. If in bracket you have to provide the text expression. Don't give semicolon here. It will be invalid programming part. ठीक है. After test expression you have to use blocks or you can give single line of code what you need to be executed if this condition is true. अगर आपकी condition true है तो आप इसको execute में क्या करना चाहते हो that you need to add inside the if block. So we will do this program if statement. Suppose I have two numbers, integer a is equals to 89 and integer b is equals to 65. I want to check whether from these two which is greater. Okay. So here we will use if statement and the relational operator to check between these two variables which is highest. So I will use a less than b. Okay. Highest check करना है तो greater than use करते हैं. A greater than b. If this condition is true, if it is giving you true as the output, that means 89 is greater than 865 equal to true है. ठीक है. Internally it uses this condition, but you don't have to give this equal to true here. It always give you boolean output. ठीक है. True or false दोनों में से एक ही आएगा. Then we can display that. कौन सा है किसके लिए चेक कर रहे हैं ए ऑपरेंड के लिए चेक करें ठीक है सो वी आर गोइंग टू चेक हियर ए इज ग्रेटर और नॉट इफ ए वेरिएबल वैल्यू इज ग्रेटर वी विल डिस्प्ले हियर ए इज ग्रेटर otherwise if it is going to give you false output end of if it is going to give you a false output then this statement get not get executed. It will directly jump to this statement line number 13. It will skip this part. ठीक है यहाँ पे मैंने सिर्फ एक ही statement लिखा है but you can add more statement also. Okay, so we will execute this. So we are getting output as end if because a variable value is lesser than the b variable value, right? If we inverse this condition, if we want to check if the condition satisfies, then we will get this if statement output and then the sequential execution also. Okay, so it is totally depend on the operands and the relationship you are testing here using the relational operators. This is a greater than sign we are using, right? Internally it is checking whether now I have inversed the condition. That's why यहाँ पे change होगा 865 is greater than 89 equal to true है. If it is true, then this will get executed. If it is false, it will directly jump to the next line of the code after this block completes. ठीक है. Block is not compulsory if you want to give this single line of statement. Multiple lines देने हैं तो आपको block देना जरूरी है. Clear? Any doubt here? Anyone?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So we will end our session for today here. Complete the part we have seen today. ठीक है. Assignment operators, bitwise operators, if statement. Complete this part. And in the next session, we will continue with the next statements, that is if-else statements and remaining relational operators also and logical operators. Okay, everyone. Thank you.
मैम क्यों प्रोजेक्ट बनाओगे हम इस कोर्स में?
Yes, Ravi, your voice is breaking. I am not able to hear you clearly.
मैम हाउ टू मेक अ प्रोजेक्ट इन जावा?
Projects in Java.
Yeah.
After your completion of this course, we will see. Ma'am will. Okay.
मैम फिर भी बेसिक लेवल किस तरीके के प्रोजेक्ट बन सकते हैं मैम? इफ एल्स कंडीशन से, स्विच केस कंडीशन से?
Yes, you can perform the basic related like calculator वगैरह बना सकते हो प्रोजेक्ट में.
मैम ये तो बना रखे हैं, कैलकुलेटर वगैरह बना रखा है.
तो अभी बेसिक में उतना ही आप कर सकते हो ना. आप जब एडवांस पार्ट सीखोगे एक्सेप्शंस थ्रेड्स वगैरह तब आप थोड़ा एडवांस कर सकते हो. कलेक्शंस वगैरह पढ़ेंगे तब आपको प्रोजेक्ट करने में आसानी होगी, बिकॉज दिस इज अ बेसिक थिंग। ठीक है, बट यू नीड टू क्लियर द बेसिक्स फर्स्ट। अगर आपको बेसिक क्लियर हुआ तो ही आपको आगे के प्रोजेक्ट्स में अगर आप करोगे तो वो समझ में आएगा, बिकॉज ऑल दीज थिंग्स वी आर गोइंग टू यूज इन द नेक्स्ट पार्ट्स एज द एडवांस पार्ट, राइट। ट्रेडिंग के लिए ये पार्ट लगता है, दिस इज अ बेसिक प्रोग्रामिंग पार्ट। एक्सेप्शंस वगैरह वो आगे के पार्ट्स है, बट यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दीज बेसिक कंसेप्ट्स फर्स्ट। ओके
ओके
ओके मैम। मैम shall we end? Notes I will check with the ma'am Jyoti. I will inform you. Ma'am, shall we end? Are you there? Okay, everyone. If you want to leave, you may leave. In which format assignment can submit? You can submit the in any format. You can use written. If you are writing on your paper, then PDF and send upload it, or you can directly write on the text file or doc file, docx file, PDF file, anything you want to upload, you can upload it. But only the thing is, don't copy the answers from anywhere. Just you need to write your own answers. अभी के लिए तो सिर्फ आपका थियोरेटिकल है, ठीक है। तो थियरी क्वेश्चंस है, मॉड्यूल 3 तक सारे क्वेश्चंस अपलोड किए हैं, आपको वो कंप्लीट करने हैं। Okay, you may leave, everyone. Thank you. Ma'am, you may end the meeting.